Didn't I see this movie with McMurphy and the nurse? That hospital was heavy, but this cuckoo's nest is worse. Isn't this the one where in the end the good guys fly? Didn't I see this movie and didn't I cry? Didn't I cry?
Hello, they call me Chief Brompton. I'm deaf and dumb. Well, actually, I'm not. I just pretend to be so I can learn more about others while they know very little about me. Why am I here? Well, wait, what's that giraffe doing churning butter? It's hard to see with all this fog. Oh, yeah, I hallucinate. It's not an easy life in this ward. Let me show you around.
This is the common room. This is where we hold group meetings and play different activities like cards. There's Miss Ratchet. She oversees the whole ward from her station and makes the place very on edge and uneasy. Oh, hey, Chief. How's it going? Well, I'm R.P. McMurphy. Very nice to meet you. And the thing about me is that I've been to jail about 5 times, but I'd rather plead insane than keep working on that farm, so shh, don't tell anyone, but I'm really not crazy. But I do have a gambling problem, but is it really a problem if you always win? Take that, Martini.
I'm Nurse Ratchet, and I run the psychiatric ward. McMurphy came in here a couple weeks ago thinking he could change things around here. I think he'll learn to regret that. Mr. Brompton, I hope that you also learn not to side with him in the future. But I think it's very nice that you're making a documentary, but I wonder, who do you think will care about your stories?
I'm gonna mess with Ratchet till she breaks. She thinks that she runs this place, but I'm gonna show these guys some justice. Hi, my name is Billy Bibbit, and well, I guess my story is that I proposed to a girl, and she said no. So I tried to kill myself, but it didn't work. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Charles Cheswick, and I'm an acute here. You know what that means? It means that maybe someday they're gonna let me out of here. But check out that guy. That's a chronic. He ain't ever gonna leave. Hey, where's my cigarettes? I want my cigarettes! I want them!
They all crazy. They all crazy. They all crazy. What book do we know best? One flew over the cuckoo's nest. It's sad as can be, till a guy walks in by the name of R.P. McMurphy. Tripping up Ratchet, watching baseball, and not gonna quit. He's gonna twist and shout until the war joins in, and check it out. Before we play the scene, let's hit on some major plot points. Narrated by Chief Brompton, the novel takes place at a mental hospital run by Nurse Ratchet, or the Big Nurse. Brompton is in the hospital because he has hallucinations, but also pretends to be deaf and dumb. The environment is very routine and depressing. Patients are separated into acutes who have a chance of being cured and chronics who will be in the hospital for the rest of their lives. One day, R.P. McMurphy is placed in the ward. He realizes the corruptive control Nurse Ratchet has over all the patients and attempts to weaken her power by getting the patients on his side. The patients and Miss Ratchet have regular meetings about issues in the patients' lives. These meetings are generally ineffective and become chaotic. Now, watch what happens at one of these meetings.
Miss Ratchet, I have a question. Well, the World Series is tonight, and I think the boys and I would all really like to watch it. What do you say to a change of schedule?
We can't change the schedule. It's a fixed schedule.
What do you mean you can't change the schedule? It's the World Series. People need to see this.
Well, if you're so adamant about changing the schedule, Mr. McMurphy, we can take a vote. All in favor of changing the schedule, raise your hands.
I'm in favor. Look! A majority vote! Ha ha!
I only count 20 out of 40, Mr. McMurphy. You need a majority to pass, and since no chronics voted for your decision, it did not pass.
Well, fine. I'll find a chronic that'll vote for us. Hey! Hey, do you want to raise your hand? World Series tonight! Or no, stop dancing.
Well, even if you got a majority, the meeting's been adjourned. I'm not turning the TV on.
Chief, you gotta raise your hand for me. World Series tonight. What do you say, brother? It's no good, guys. He raised it! He's raised his hand, Miss Ratchet! Chief said yes, he raised his hand. You should turn on the TV.
The meeting has been adjourned. The TV will not be turned on.
Oh, wow! Look at this, the World Series, guys! Come watch! Oh, look, he just stole first base! He just stole first base! Can you believe it? Wow. Look at this game, right?
All
Look at
patients
it go!
must return to their rooms.
Yeah! Oh my
All
gosh!
patients
No!
must
Keep going!
return to their rooms.
No! Oh yeah,
The
that's
schedule
it.
has
That's what I
not
like to see,
changed.
folks. That's what I like to see.
Return to your rooms immediately.
What a game! What a game!
McMurphy feels victorious after the baseball game and continues to taunt Nurse Ratched, resulting in him being sent to the disturbed ward. Additionally, the chief reveals to McMurphy that he can both speak and hear. It is the first time in many years that he has spoken. McMurphy learns that he is an involuntary committed patient, a patient who can't leave until Miss Ratched thinks that he is ready. McMurphy begins to submit to Ratchet's control, which leads to Cheswick drowning himself in a pool because of how upset he is. McMurphy now feels very responsible for the well-being of the other patients after Cheswick's death and witnesses electroshock therapy. In a runaway scheme, McMurphy takes the whole gang fishing. It is a pretty crazy adventure, but they ultimately experience freedom and the feeling of being normal. One night, McMurphy starts a party in the ward when Miss Ratched is gone. The night guard passes out and McMurphy brings marijuana, prostitutes, alcohol, and a night they will never forget. Bibbit and Candy have sex, and it's a pretty big deal. When Ratched finds the party aftermath in the morning, she shames Bibbit for having sex. Bibbit, ashamed and anxiety-stricken, cuts his throat and kills himself. Miss Ratched tries to tell the boys to settle down and go on with their daily routine. In rage over Bibbit's death, McMurphy rips open Miss Ratchet's dress and tries to strangle her. Miss Ratched then has him lobotomized. He returns as nothing but a vegetable. In the middle of the night, Chief thanks McMurphy, gives him a final hug goodbye, and smothers him to death with a pillow so that he can die with some dignity. Chief lifts a heavy granite sink and smashes it through a window. He escapes and runs far into the hills of Oregon, where he is free at last. The primary conflict is man versus man. There's a constant power struggle between McMurphy and Nurse Ratched. The patients respect McMurphy, but they fear Miss Ratched. McMurphy seeks justice, while Ratched just wants to be in control. In the end, everyone must conform to the big nurse. Another conflict is man versus society. The hospital is a microcosm for society that suppresses the humanity of the patients, only worsening their unstable mental conditions.
I told you, homeboy.
They all crazy.
They slipping drugs, cuz
They all crazy.
Look in this boy's eyes, man.
They all crazy.
We about to break down some symbols.
Windows and glass. Ever thought about them in an AP class? Symbol lies in a trap to the world you can't reach without shattering the gap. Boom! There goes your mind. Find it, quit, or end up like this guy. Fool, he's dreaming of fog, feeling like he's living like a little blind dog. This makes reality hazy. Better escape, cause they all crazy.
See this electroshock therapy table?
They all crazy.
Well, it symbolizes the crucifix of Jesus.
They all crazy.
So McMurphy is Christ.
They all crazy. They all crazy.
They all crazy. Wait, hold up, Boy Scout. I'll tell him what the novel is really about. Think of conformity through the time we climbed out of World War II, the 50s. Society controls just what rocks and just what rolls. There is no tolerance here for a high-flying spirit or a difficult year. No room for smelling the daisies. They all did, and they all crazy. Sad but true, homeboy.
They all crazy.
Ken Kesey shows us the depressing consequences of
They all crazy.
the militarization of America.
Break it down. Oh, 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 oh. Stop. Ratchet time. They all crazy. They all crazy. They all crazy. They all crazy. Squad's out. AP Lit 2K15. We out. Swag cash money.
Mostly, I just like to look over the country around the gorge again, just to bring some of it clear my mind again. I've been away a long time. Huh, this is a good book. I should read it.